So this review is slightly different than the other reviews that I normally do. If you see this review in order to learn how the phone works and what you should do in order to do this or that with the phone, text messaging, whatever, this video is slightly more academic because it tells you about why this phone is easy to use and how an intuitive interface should be made. But let's get on with the actual applications. This is a Sony Ericsson phone. It's a Sony Ericsson Xperia Arc phone with a touch interface and all that. So the main screen is like this when you unbox the phone. And you'll notice here on the first screen that it says welcome. Timescape gathers your events in one place. You have no events yet. Tap here to start. So if you're in any doubt about what to do here, it's written directly on the interface. So there's not much to worry about. You can read what you're supposed to do. And if you press this, you'll have access to Facebook, Twitter. Now let's go into contacts. I haven't imported any contacts yet. And this is what I get when I press contact. I get this question: is your new phone updated with all your contacts? There are different ways. And then I get the options for how I can import my contacts or synchronize my contacts. So again, I don't have to go somewhere to figure out what to do. I don't have to read the manual. It's written directly on the interface what I can do. Let's say I go into my phone. So the phone is pretty obvious. You know, you press the numbers and then you press call. Not much to worry about there. In favorites here, again, there are no favorites here. To add a contact to favorites, blah blah. So the screens all tell me what I should do in order to get started with this application. So if I'm in media, let's say I go into the radio, media here, FM radio. Actually, Sony Ericsson has missed a chance here to help the user, because it's not possible to listen to the radio, as far as I understand, without having a headset. So the user is left to figure out what to do here. There's nothing the user can press, so the user has to press the button here in order to learn that a headset must be attached in order to make the radio work. So why is this very clever? Well, let me show you a snippet of a study that I have linked to in the description below. This is not something that I came up with. I am not in any way as clever as the persons who wrote this study. So do click the link in the description if you want to learn about what an intuitive design is. So this bar here illustrates knowledge. This is no knowledge at all. This is all the knowledge you can have, all the knowledge in the world. Somewhere on this bar, on this scale, you will have the user. This is how much the user knows. Maybe he knows that, well, I can power on the phone and that'll be it. Fair enough. Over here you have the phone. And it has all the functionalities that you know. Calling, text messaging, music, timescape, whatever. And it requires the knowledge that is here. So in order to make an intuitive interface, the designer has to bridge this gap, or to close this hole between what the interface requires and what the user actually knows. That is exactly what Sony Ericsson is doing by writing Timescape gathers your events. You have no events yet. Tap here to start. And it's the same thing they do here in messaging. You don't have any conversations. Tap new message to start one. And then add recipient here, write message here. This could be tap to write message, but well, fair enough. So it's very user friendly because it tells the user what he must do with the interface straight away. No manuals, no knowledge gathered in user forums on the net. You don't have to ask your friend or anything. The phone tells you everything you should do. So there's a high degree of usability in these applications because it's very easy to understand what you must do in order to use them.